Hi everyone, how are ya? It is, actually gotta make sure it's working. Yes, there's Lulu. There's little Roxy. It's Thursday. We're still without power. It's 6:25. Yes, you can see my computer and you can see the TV. We have internet cable and the phone's back. Obviously they're working because I have the generator still going. But first off, Pete left at 5 this morning. They were doing a quadruple bypass on Pete's dad today. That's what it ended up being. It was supposed to be a 4-hour surgery, and his dad was actually in surgery until just over an hour ago. By the time they took him in, he was in surgery for 9 hours. During it, his aorta tore. They're barking because the generator is backfiring right now, which is making me nervous because that could mean there's no petrol left in it, and that's a whole other story. Tore. So that was another few hours added. I don't know all the details. I've just spoken to Pete, so I don't want to pretend I'm some kind of doctor or anything, but bottom line is they had to cool him down to 19 degrees, so his body is only at 19 degrees right now, which means that he's in a deep sedation. He's going into recovery. Pete's up there with his mom, his sister, and his brother, and they can all go in at 7 o'clock to at least see his dad. But they did say he won't come round till late tomorrow afternoon. They also said, and I'm keeping this pretty dark in here because it's upsetting. I'm going to leave it at that because that's all I know, and I don't really know anything else. So it's sad because as of last night, his dad was talking normally. Pete Nash went up. I stayed here because of the power out. I won't leave here with the generator going, which I said last night. So I stayed here, and Ashley said he was talking normally. She goes, as if we were sitting at the house. So 9 hours in surgery, that poor man today. Very dangerous, scary surgery. Very long day for those guys being up there, so Pete won't be home now till about probably 9:30. He's going to stop by his brother's and pick up some cans for gas, or actually cans with gas, because Ashley was going to go for me today and go get gas, but it's like everybody out on the roads are flipping maniacs. Our town is still 60-70% without power, and people are maniac. Ashley called me so upset or angry. This woman was trying to get around her in the car and yelling and screaming at Ashley. She put her window down, yelling and screaming at her, saying, let me in, let me in. Meanwhile, Ash said, I just let 2 other people in, and now she's stuck across the main road, so Ash had to go. The woman picks up her cell phone. She's pretending or making a call and pointing at Ashley's license plate as if she's calling the police. Stop trying to go around. Ashley explained where she was, and you weren't even supposed to be in a second lane, so why you were going around her, I've no idea. Don't do it. And if Ashley sees your car, I'm going to say something. This is only a small town. But the reason poor Ash had to go out in the first place was she went to get Roxy some diapers. And there's little Roxy. Roxy, where's my torch? Where is my torch? Uh-oh. Because if I go out of... Oh, there it is. There's little Roxy. And there's little Roxy in a diaper. So Roxy is in heat. Roxy's in heat. In the blackout, Roxy's in heat. So, yeah. So that's where we're at. Ash has gone out to spend a couple of hours with her boyfriend because his house has power back. 2 doors down, our next door neighbour doesn't, but 2 doors down they have power all the way down the street, so that's good. So at least they're working on our block. apparently my neighbour across the street called me and he said, do you have power? And I said, no, obviously only what's up on the generator. And he says, oh no, because they told us we all had power. He says, and I don't, so I wanted to make sure. And I said, no, we don't. So, because we were the first ones out, we might be the last ones back. So anyway, he was going to call again and see what was going on with that. Because remember, they had to turn ours off because of that snapping live wire. So maybe they just forgot to put our switch back. If it's as simple as a flick of a switch. Happy Pete's dad made it through the surgery and really hoping he gets stronger and stronger and proves them wrong like he did before. He was asking for a steak dinner last night. He said when he gets home he wants a steak dinner. How normal is that? That's fantastic. And he's been through a real awful lot today. He's a very sick man. He's back in ICU, obviously. Very sick man. We just need to get him better now so we can get him home. Because this has been over a month and he's had enough. He's had enough. He told everyone last night, I've had enough. Take me home. But, alright guys, I'll love and leave you for now and we'll talk to you in a bit. Let's see if you can see. We'll zoom in and leave on Roxy's bum. Poor Roxy in a diaper. Roxy, you gotta give me a giggle, look. Oh, good old Rox. She's such a character. Bye guys, talk to you soon. Hey everyone, it's 20 to 11. Just had a sandwich with Pete for dinner. He's had a long day with his dad, but he's rested now and he will be knocked out until probably Saturday. So I think Pete's mom said she's going to call tomorrow because he's not going to come round. They're not going to bring him round till Saturday. So I think she's going to stay home because now New York's doing this thing where you can't drive a car into the city because of the mess it's in and you know, all the public transport that's not available and the undergrounds and all that stuff. You can now only drive a car with 3 or more people in it, which makes sense. It's a big city, a lot of people go in and out, but Pete said when he got to where he was going this morning, they were putting the cones up like right behind him. He got there just before 6 and they were actually at 6 o'clock. They were putting the cones up and they were going to start stopping cars to check to make sure they had at least 3 people in. So what do you guys reckon? Do you think the marathon should go on this weekend as scheduled? I honestly don't. I think right now there's so much. Okie doke! There's so much going on and so much devastation. I mean, I've been, because we've got the cable back and we got the generator going. I have to keep saying that because I know you can see a light behind me. That'll be on for about another hour and then Pete turns the generator off because it's so noisy. And you know, as I said, we're running the generator with gas. There's people being arrested now for fights at the gas station because the gas stations that do have power, there's 30, 40, 50 cars lining up. People are waiting an hour, 2 hours to get gas. And people are being mean. They're being nasty. Ash, like that one that got into the thing with Ash earlier. You know, people are getting mean and it's all me, me, me when it's like this. But anyway, we called the power company when Pete got home and the girl told us next Friday. That's another 8 days. We're like, no, but you were supposed to have fixed it. She goes, oh, we just got the order today. So she got the order today because they told the people across the street that there was 2 orders for them to come out and fix this street because it's 2 different ends and 2 different, it's I'm saying my neighbor right here has their lights on. The work orders apparently both got put in the computer as being done and one of them wasn't done and that was our half of the street. So they're telling us now it's going to be a week from tomorrow. If we have to go another week without power, trust me, it's not going to be pretty around here. You can't eat microwave food. I got no oven, no stove, no nothing. Sad, guys. It's really a mess. And really, we're trying to explain to them, we don't have down cables. They turned our power off. You saw it on the video. They turned our power off because of those sparking things. So there's no fixing. It's just a matter of flipping that switch back. So all the neighbors have decided tomorrow we're going to call again. We called them back and told them, they told us a week from Friday and she said, no, I'm calling, that's not They told her husband earlier they'd be back within half an hour. So I know they're overwhelmed, they got a lot doing, but most of Con Ed's in the city trying to get the city back together for this race on Sunday. So take a ride out to Long Island. People have lost homes. I saw one, it was so sad, this couple, she said, we've lived here for 25 years. The whole front of her house was ripped off. And you could see all the furniture inside. It looked like a dollhouse. You know those dollhouses where they have the fronts taken off? There was still plates on the wall, on the shelf. But the whole front of the house was ripped off. Their garage was ripped off, or their shed from the back over the front. They evacuated, but the neighbours stayed and said they actually saw the garage lifted and thrown into the front of the house. So a lot of people out there with a lot of devastation, and again, I know we're lucky. We are very lucky we have the generator, but the generator's only going to last. We have 2 days worth of gas left. So tomorrow we'll be trying to go and fill in our other 3 cans so that way we can keep it going and edit some more videos. I've been trying to throw them all up just in case cable goes down again, because now they're promising us a nor'easter next week. Won't that be special? A nor'easter is one that comes right at us. Oh, I'm not laughing because it's funny. Oh, and the place I used to work at, remember I told you when we were driving around yesterday? We haven't seen that video yet, but you would have maybe by the time you see this, I don't know. But I wanted to try and get down there and see how the club was. Well, I read on my friend's Facebook, who's the catering manager there now, that it is in bad shape and needs a rebuild. So that's very sad. The one I was telling you about where we were trapped there in 92, apparently it's really, really bad. So when we can get down there, I'll go down there and see, take some video and that. But she said she's going to post some pictures on her Facebook page tomorrow. But we'll see. That's really sad. Anyway, again, I'm going to love and leave you. I love and leave you a lot, don't I? And it's what, 10 to 11? I'll talk to you tomorrow, guys. Bye now. Hope you're all doing well. Hope everyone's safe and sound and warm. And I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.